Okay, take three. Yeah, this is getting interesting. So, hello, welcome. I am Jasmine Shadowbridge. It's my spirit given name. And I know that I incarnated on this planet for a specific mission. And I'm still trying to figure out what the hell that mission is. So, a little bit about what I'm going through. I posted my first official episode, which is all unscripted, unfiltered, very much authentic, and potentially looks chaotic. I am a highly sensitive being and always very emotional. And I shut that down for a long time. So I think that I still have a lot of emotions, and I feel other emotions that are going on in the frequency. So basically, this is my second night living without a home over a roof over my head. I've been really letting spirit and my ancestors guide me to my next right move, and that comes after I was guided to read The Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer. A lot of people have poo-pooed that book. I mean, there's lovers and there's haters, I guess. But I know that I was recommended that book. And so when you get a recommendation, I highly recommend that you follow it. The Surrender Experiment may not apply to you, but what I found supremely interesting was the fact that once you silence your mind and kind of give up the status quo and really release yourself to higher intelligence and your higher power, God, creator, whatever you want to state it as, then you actually receive some really divine lessons and also divine information that is transformative to the world. So after reading his story, I was perplexed because it was done in the 70s, and he had money, maybe not a ton, but back then $10,000 or whatever was good. And he had a VW van. And so he went on this soul searching trek and was able to cross into Mexico back then without problems. Nice little feature. And really kind of find himself in the midst. Opportunities showed up pretty much on his door, like at his, like in his sphere. And he ended up developing some really amazing software for medical billing and stuff. And then, he had a meditation retreat or something. So anyway, I found that kind of inspiring. At the same time, I thought, that's not possible in this day and age. Like, how in the fuck, excuse my language, but it's true. And within about a month, while I was still involved in reading the book, I was working a job where I was walking the streets in and about San Antonio area in the midst of summer. I mean, this was May, June, July. I did it for the money, ultimately, because I was like, I want to, get out of this relationship, and I want to get out of a rut, and I'm tired of being broke and whatever, and the money seemed right, and so I went all in. And it didn't work out, and my body told me so. So even though I would push myself, when it came down to it, I started having actual physical failure, inexplicable sickness, and emotional meltdowns. So the second time, and my body was seizing up, like my body, like just my muscles everywhere, even on the way to work. And I think if you're experiencing those sorts of symptoms, or side effects of your job, then it seriously is not, it's not worth it. And so it's best to find something else. I ended up walking out in complete shambles, and I decided to do my own surrender experiment. And part of that experiment, I mean, it's been weird. I don't have a formal job. It's not that I don't like working. I just know that after all the jobs I have had, I've been in banking, I was in real estate and didn't do bad, like I did well in real estate, door-to-door sales. I was a postal carrier in eastern Montana during a very brutal winter. I worked for a rental car company at an airport, like managed that. I was a stay-at-home mom for a while, so I've had all kinds of different experiences. I hung drywall. That was a fun job, actually. I don't know that I'd do it again, but in any case, they never really got me to where I wanted to be. And so surrendering everything, I surrendered literally everything. And I've been selling off my things to get by. And then I guess I was ahead of the game plan. Like, I started the journey too early because in the midst of a divorce and launching out on my own, I was guided to reconnect with the person that I was divorcing. Like, it was very simple, very civil, like, and the divorce never went through. And then basically it transpired that I was able to travel to Maui and spend 9 months on the island of Maui and go through a lot of healing and finding evidence that supports the fact that I incarnated with a mission, and one of the most impactful events of my life was actually pre-planned. And yeah, so now I'm back in San Antonio. And one of my biggest fears was being homeless. And I shit you not, I'm not homeless. I don't know for how long. I'm just trying to let things unfold in divine timing. And I think it really gave me an opportunity to see my true worth and value in other circumstances. Especially my very most recent living situation. Actually came back and was offered a place with extended family, and it didn't work out, and that's why I'm out here now. And I have accepted that that's just a part of it. Like, the universe knew what was gonna go down. They didn't know it maybe exactly, or did they? I don't know. But there was some certainty that one party in the household was not going to be able to hold it together. And it taught me a lot about social media, facades, masks. And so without my mask, I don't even have any makeup on. You can tell I look pretty sleepy. I got my bags thrown out on the sidewalk, and I bundled everything together and hoofed 150 pounds of my belongings from Maui, 4 miles in Central Texas Hill Country, before I gave up and I asked God, please send me my blessings, money preferably. That's what I really need right now. I wish I had never said, oh, you don't need money. No, you do. I guess I'm still trying to rectify that with the universe. But I kicked back in the parking lot of an HEB and was just like, I don't even know what to do. I can't make it another 13 miles to the town I'd like to be in, where my stuff is stored in a storage. And along comes Pat. And Pat was a really friendly veteran. He had lived on Maui too many, many years ago, retired, big old beard, drove a big truck. We could barely get my bags in there. But he gave me a ride to safety in my, what I like to call now my hometown, my second hometown. And with that, I spent last night out and then I'm spending tonight out too. So I tell you all of that to tell you this. Trust the process. It's going to be uncomfortable. I know that I'm divinely protected, and people think I'm crazy for saying that, especially not having a place and having finances in my pocket right now and having everything together. I get judged a lot. I've gotten judged by family, gotten judged by people that I really thought had my back, like long-term friends. I've gotten judged by people that hardly knew me but was willing to throw it in my face and project, or at least like try to maybe, I guess, manipulate my circumstances and create fear. And this morning I felt it. Like, I felt emotional, I was tired, I felt the fear, and now I'm out here, and I don't know what time it is. Let's see on my other little device. It's 11:02 p.m. So I still have many hours to go. Oh, look at the light shining bright. Make it look like I've got, well, never mind, stupid. Sorry. That's annoying to you guys too, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing random videos to show my journey, and hopefully it gives you a perspective of what other people go through, whether they're on a spiritual journey or they're just on maybe they're just stuck in a 3D mindset, a state of lack and fear and insecurity. And I felt really good that I had advanced beyond that, but I see myself slip back sometimes, and then I have to boost myself back up. And so it's kind of a roller coaster. That was my nickname at some point. Anyway, I love you all, and if this message found you liked it, if it was helpful, if you want to leave commentary, I certainly appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, that's what everybody says. I don't even know if like anybody's gonna find these, because to be honest, I don't do hashtags. I don't want to do this at all, but I feel compelled to, because I don't think anybody else is really doing this. So it's not trying to make a niche or anything, but I am trying to help humanity evolve. And so with that, I'm gonna kick back. Not enjoy the stars because it's a little cloudy tonight. I think we have a hurricane hitting the Gulf Coast in the next couple days. Won't really probably impact us here, maybe just some residual, but we shall see. Anyway, I love you. Peace, love, and light to everybody. I look forward to doing this a little bit more than I used to. And I've been doing these videos for a long time. I never go back and watch them, so who knows? Actually, I'm gonna have to in order to title them. Okay, well, anyway, that's not for you, that's for me. Love y'all. Peace out.